The U.S.-China trade dispute that rocked global financial markets in recent months could be reaching a turning point. A new round of negotiations between the two countries could kick off soon. Cha Sang-mi provides a glimpse of what to expect.
U.S. President Donald Trump held out hopes this week that trade talks with China will be a success and the negotiations are moving along quite well. He added, quote, "You'll be hearing about it very, very shortly." This comes after a report by the Wall Street Journal saying the United States and China are scheduling 2 rounds of face-to-face talks in a bid to reach a deal to their protracted trade row by next month, according to people familiar with the plans. Under the tentative timeline, U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin will be traveling to Beijing the week of April 29th, followed by Chinese Vice Premier Liu He making a visit to Washington the week of May 6th. The officials are set to finalize their negotiations so President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping can sign off on a deal by late May or early June. Beijing is preparing to host more than 40 world leaders at the Second Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation in Beijing next week. The report comes after Mnuchin's remarks last weekend that 2 sides were nearing a final round of talks. Washington and Beijing are locked in negotiations to draw a line under their 9-month trade tussle. The world's 2 largest economies had reached a truce in their trade war in December of last year. At the time, Washington delayed a decision to impose 25% tariffs on Chinese goods worth some $200 billion.
If America continues to levy 10% on Chinese imports, there isn't any much, improvement on the part of Korean trade. Only when America removed the 10% tariff on Chinese imports, then we might have a beneficial effect, through Chinese trade.
Professor Shin Se-don says that Korea, which imports a lot of intermediary goods to China, will see no significant changes unless the current tariffs are completely removed. Cha Sang-mi, Arirang News.